When I first went to China, I was like a typically Western girl. Where can I get my coffee? Where can I get my Starbucks coffee?
And I was like, I need a Starbucks.
I wanted to go there because it was familiar. I knew what it was, I knew what it tasted, and I knew how the process of ordering it worked. But as I traveled, people started to tell me, Ingrid, you're in China.
Just bought a latte.
Why are you not going to Luckin Coffee? Luckin Coffee, I said. I've never heard about Luckin Coffee in my entire life, but the more I traveled, the more I saw the stores around me. They were everywhere. But what exactly is the deal with Luckin Coffee?
The funny fact about this brand is that it's actually taken over the Chinese market away from Starbucks for the past years. Like, I actually read an article about how Starbucks has really plummeted in sales in China just because of this coffee brand.
You can say Luckin Coffee is one of the craziest business success stories in China.
So Luckin Coffee actually opened their first store in Beijing in 2017.
At that time, Starbucks has already been in China for almost 19 years with around 3,300 stores across the country. Imagining trying to break into the market like that. But they did.
And it went very fast from there. By 2018, 2019, they already had opened like thousands of stores.
And as of the first quarter of 2026, they now have over 33,400 stores in China.
What a rise of a company.
But how did such a new company manage to achieve this in such a short time? Did they simply just copy Starbucks and hope for the best? No, this is the interesting part. They actually managed to come up with a very different business strategy.
At Luckin Coffee, you can't just go up and order a coffee talking to the employees. You have to scan a QR code. In my case, I use Alipay to scan a QR code at the counter, which will take me to their app that looks like this.
You put in what you want, and then you just wait until your number is there, and then you go up and get your coffee.
In other words, at Luckin Coffee, you don't speak to any employees when ordering your coffee. It is all done on the phone. This creates two big benefits for both the consumer and the company.
It's still, Starbucks is everywhere, but you can see more and more people go to Luckin Coffee. And the main reason, I would say, is probably the price. Starbucks kind of globally has a very high price. It doesn't matter what country you're in. But Luckin Coffee has a cheaper price for the same product.
When I went to Starbucks in China, I paid 33 yuan for a normal iced latte. And when I went to Luckin, I ended up paying just 13 yuan because you get so many discounts. That is a huge price difference. But having the employees just focusing on making the coffees is not just affecting the price, it is also affecting the consumer experience. When you order a takeaway or delivery to your home, it will go relatively faster because they are just focusing on the coffees.
You got it already?
Like in 50 minutes.
They said 40.
But even though in my experience it usually goes very fast,
Got myself my coconut iced latte.
it's not always guaranteed. As the service is used a lot, it can be quite busy sometimes.
Holy! That is one of the longest waits I've had to wait for a coffee at Luckin in China. But I think it's because it's one of the very busy ones. There's probably many people ordering for their coffee breaks and stuff like that.
With this in mind, every other time I've ordered, it's gone relatively fast. One time I was sick in Zhengzhou and I tried to order a takeaway for the first time.
And it says it has arrived.
Oh my god. It's so fast. It said it was gonna take half an hour, but it came here in 10 minutes. It was in fact so efficient that I just had to order it again and again and again. Some probably would say I had an addiction, but when the coffee cost 13 yuan, can you really blame me? But Luckin sometimes also comes with a little surprise.
Okay, let's see what I got here. Oh, Tom and Jerry stickers.
During this time, Tom and Jerry had a collaboration.
What do you call Tom and Jerry in Chinese?
Jerry.
Jerry.
Yeah.
But Tom, what do you call it?
汤姆
汤姆，
汤姆和杰瑞。
汤姆和 Jerry。
Yeah.
It is really understandable why this brand became so popular.
I just walked my Luckin and then I walked for some meters. And there's another Luckin Coffee right behind me.
But with this extreme efficiency, is there any downsides? I would say yes. The obvious one is the lack of human connection when ordering. Sometimes you want to order with cash or simply need to ask for some help with your order. This might be an issue for Luckin outside of China, but I think this business model works well in China itself, as China's society is heavily phone-based and cash is almost not used at all. But ordering on the phone can come with some difficulties.
Then you have to make sure that you are at the right store. One time I thought I was, but my coffee was delivered or was made at another coffee shop and I had to walk 15 minutes to get the coffee because no way in hell I'm gonna give up on my latte. It's gonna warn you, like, please make sure that you are at the right one. Are you 29 meters away? You can turn this off if you want to, but I think it's a very good reminder to have.
And even I am not entirely sure how to order correctly.
And then I think you have to scan the QR code that comes up on your phone on the scanner to confirm that you got the drink. I'm not sure, but I've seen someone else doing that, so that's what I'm doing too.
No matter if you like Luckin or not, we got to give them credit for the long way they have come and for the big success they have gotten in China. But now they're trying to break into the Western market, a task many, including myself, wonder if it's even possible. Will we accept this new business model of only ordering on our phones?
Oh wow!
Maybe, if the price is right.